Good morning, traders. Welcome to this week's Elliott Wave Forex and Cryptocurrency Market Analysis webinar. I hope you all had a wonderful week. We've got some great setups lined up for the next week, so the market is looking clear. But we also have our website launched, so the members can enjoy detailed Elliott Wave counts for all the time pairs that we discuss here during the webinar. So all these pairs that you see here listed that we're going to go through here this morning, all are listed in the website for the members. So that is the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, 4 hour and 1 hour for each and every one of these pairs. So even if you're still a beginner when it comes to the Elliott Wave theory, you can actually enjoy this because you will find that all the pairs are labeled down to the 1 hour time frame. And if you wanted to go down lower than the 1 hour time frame, you can also do that because all the historic analysis would have been done already for you. Right, so you can subscribe also. Even if you're not a member, you can subscribe to the website, and you will get notifications and updates about what we are doing, including the daily link for the live link for these webinars. You'll find it there. So this is the daily webinar. This is for members only. But to attend these webinars, you'll find the weekly link here. Now, if you've signed up to the website, you don't have to buy anything. You can just register, sign in with your Google or Facebook account or just your email. You'll also receive this kind of email. So we've sent out this email during the week on the yen pairs. We're going to go through the yen pairs just now because they're playing amazingly well as per the setup from what we were looking at in last week's webinar. That is playing out well. So if you have subscribed to the website, you will be able to receive these emails. You can go to www.elliottwave-principle.com in order to receive those emails. So just subscribe there. And for any inquiries, you can also go to the site. There is a live chat there that you can use. You can also go to the contact section and contact us from there, and you'll get a response as soon as possible. Okay, so this is what we've been looking at in the week. So I'll start with the one that was sent out by email. This is the setup that we've got on Euro Yen. Okay, so Euro Yen, you'll find that this is the setup on the website. I want to show you how the website works. So you'll find all the yen pairs listed there. So we go to the yen pairs. This is a section for the members. You find the yen pairs there. So we go to Euro, to the yen pairs. Let's go to the yen pairs. Okay, so gonna go to the members area and the yen pairs. Let's just reload this quickly. All right, so this on the yen pairs, you'll find the Euro Yen setups there. So if you look on Euro Yen, this was posted on the email. You find that on the 4 hour, there was an analysis there. And this analysis did not start here. You find that we were looking at this setup from, if you zoom in here, you'll see that this setup was posted on not just on the 11th of February. This was only an update. I posted this setup. If you see on Slack, I posted this setup end of January. This is before we migrated to the website from our Slack group. Let's close this one and show you what it looked like on Slack, just so you can understand how to follow this. So this was on trade setups on Slack before that correction that you see now started. You see that there's a setup on Euro Yen. We'd been expecting that corrective structure was going to happen, was going to play out, and we're going to look for a trade. Now you see here, this was just a move here. There was nothing happening here. We didn't have this correction, and we didn't have this current move that is coming down here, right? So this is what the setup looked like. And now what happened then was that we got the setup on the website, and this was it, and then it started playing out. Now this is the setup. This is what it looks like under trade setups. So under trade setups, it will look something like this. Let's go to trade setups. This is what it's going to look like on trade setups. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do this quickly. I'm gonna show you the mobile version, what it looks like on the mobile version, because that works amazingly well. I think that's what I actually wanted to show you, how the mobile version is gonna work as well. So let's go to the mobile version so you can see what it looked like. So this is a dream because if you've got it on mobile, you can actually look at all these charts at any time on the go. I mean, most of the time we are on our mobile more than we are on our laptops. Let's just go to the mobile version. So let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna just share my my phone screen here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I think you can see it now. I think you can see my mobile screen. So somebody just confirmed that you can see my mobile screen. So this is what it looks like on the mobile screen. Right, so this is what it looks like. So if you go to the website itself, I just want to go to the home screen here. Let's go to the home screen. So this is what it looks like on the mobile. So you've got that here. Right, so that's what it looks like on the mobile. You can, it's very user-friendly, as you can see. You can also use the live chat there. On the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see all the latest video, the latest YouTube video will be posted there as well. You can contact us there. Right at the bottom, there's contact details. You can also use the live chat, as I've indicated on the bottom right-hand corner. Now, for the members, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have this access to all these pairs that have been, all the wave counts of all the pairs that we're going to discuss here. If you go to the members area, the first thing that you see there is the daily live webinar. This is the daily webinar that we have for members. We have this one from 11 a.m. Every day from Mondays to Thursday, detailing the trade setup. So this is the link for the daily webinars. You can attend it live. And the daily webinars are also recorded if you're not able to attend. Obviously, not everybody's on the same time zone. So not everybody will be able to attend at 11 a.m. GMT, so, but you can access the video recording. So you'll see under the video recordings, you've got the last 12 recordings of the daily webinars. You've got access to all of that. So the last bit there is just a template. So that's what you'll see. You can see the latest daily webinar was last Thursday on the 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 6th, and 5th, and so on. So that's how that works. And you will also find, what else do you get there? Let's just go on the members. Then you find all the pairs there. So for those that are attending the course, you'll find the webinar link there for the live course. So the next live course is going to be on the 14th of April. Okay, now let's go to the pairs. Let's go to the members area. I'm showing you this because it's very easy on the mobile as well. So let's go to the trade setup that I was showing you just now. This was the trade setup on Euro JPY. So we saw the trade setup on Euro JPY. You just click on it, and you just click on Euro JPY there, and you'll find the setup. Now the nice thing is, if you look at that chart now, it doesn't look so clear, but if you rotate your screen, you lock it off from rotate, take it off there. If you rotate your screen, you're going to see a full clear chart on your hands, on your mobile phone, and see clearly what the setup was. Now you'll also see that it's just, let me see if I can indicate there with the annotation. I think I can. So with the annotation tool, let's do this. So you'll see there that not only is the trade setup given, we've given the entry point, we've also given the stop loss point and the take profit level. Now, if you go to your charts now, you'll see that Euro Yen has already started playing out. Let's go to the live chart on Euro Yen there. You see that the Euro Yen has already started playing out as per that move. Okay. Let me go back. I'm going to leave the mobile screen and go back to the live charts here now. So we're back to the live chart. So if you look at Euro Yen, you see that we've already started that move, and that is on the daily. That's where we are. We started taking the trade here, and this is a daily. It's not a small move. So let's go to the 4 hour or the 1 hour where we took the trade. Let's go 4 hour first. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go auto so you can see. Now, this is where we got the trade, right here at the top. Let's go this. So we got the trade here, right here at the top. There was another entry here. There's another entry here. So this is what we're looking at, and we've got a target right down at the bottom there. Let's just go to the full screen. And this is how our trade has worked out. And that's how the setups and the website works. Now, not only trade setups. Now, if you've got some experience and you know how to take the trade, how to execute the trades, you can do this. So for example, we've got here on the yen pairs, let's go to the yen pairs again. Under the yen pairs, let's go back to the mobile screen again. Let's go to the mobile screen. Under the yen pairs, you're gonna find that you have got a setup that you can also execute on your own, even if it's not a trade setup, but it's just an analysis on the mobile, not on the mobile screen. It's just an analysis or trade setup or a wave count for that specific pair. Let's have a look at one example for that. So if I just go back and I'll show you that. Let's go to yen pairs. Let's go to the yen pairs. So open the yen pairs. Right, look at Chief JPY. Now, if you look at Chief JPY on the 4-hour, I'm gonna open the 4-hour chart and I'm gonna turn the screen. You'll see here that there was a setup on the 4-hour. Setup was telling you that we're going to sell this pair. We're gonna sell the pair, as you can see, right? But it doesn't give you quite as like exactly where to enter. But if you've got some experience and you know how to take these trades, let's just go back here, and you know how to take the trades, you can actually make a trade setup for yourself there. So on the 1-hour, there's detail. It's showing you now that this setup has now completed. This is now just a wave count that you see there. This setup has completed, and we can see exactly why we need to sell it. Okay, from historical analysis until the 1-hour time frame, we know that on the 1-hour it should be coming down to go to the C wave. Now, if we go back now, we're gonna exit the mobile and go back to the screen again. So let's go exit here and go to the screen. Somebody is saying something on the chat box. Okay, so exit there. Somebody's got issues with audio, but it's only one person complaining, so it must be on their side. Okay, unless more than 2 people complain, then we can never look at it. Okay, so we are back on the screen there, and that is how that works. Let me see if there's anything to show there. I think that's all you can see there, and all the details. Commodities, if you look at the commodities, they're all analyzed. That is gold, silver, and oil. But I'm gonna go to the mobile version just to show you all the setups that we looked at in the week. Gold analyzed up to date on the 1-hour. As you can see, you'll find all of that detailed with the focus of what we expect going forward, right? And some of the trade setups. Now let's go through the rest of the trade setups so you can see how this works. Going to go to the US dollar pairs as well. Let's go to the US dollar pairs and look at this. Now, looking at the US dollar pairs, interestingly here, if you look on pound US dollar on the 1-hour, we discussed this. If you go to last week's webinar, you'll see that we discussed that this was going to make a move to the upside. Not only do we start looking at this from when it started the move to the upside, this was way before we started looking at this to the upside. Okay, now that was the move that we looked at on pound. So if we go back to the 4-hour on this one, let's close this one and go back to the 4-hour on pound US dollar, you'll see that that's what we forecasted there. See, way before that move started, you see the 4-hour was not updated. I don't update the charts as long as the initial move is playing out. So that means we're gonna update the charts every single day, but only those that have got changes. So if pound US dollar has not played out as we've expected, we're gonna update and see and show what the expected move is. But as far as the 1-hour, the 4-hour is concerned, here you see that there was no update, but we've made that move to the upside. All right, so that is pound US dollar. Now we're already doing trade setups. We're going to just be looking at these setups that we have been looking at here. This is pound US dollar. As you can see, there was the forecast. It has played out well. Now the nice and the amazing one here is on New Zealand US dollar. So New Zealand US dollar, if you look at New Zealand US dollar on the 4-hour, I need to show it on the 1-hour. On the 1-hour, there where there's no update, you see here, if you go to your charts, your live chart, you'll see that New Zealand US dollar made a drop, made the wave 4, but this wave 4 played out something like this. So all we do is just to adjust the purple wave 4 to put it here And it is now, New Zealand US dollar is now here. If you go to your chart, so all this move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can focus 5 moves ahead on New Zealand US dollar. So if I go quickly to the live New Zealand US dollar chart, you'll see how that works. So that is a New Zealand US dollar. Let's open it up. So New Zealand US dollar, this is what I was talking about. So we were here. The setup was that this was going to make a move down here. It was going to make a wave 4 here. So that is that wave 4 that you see in green. So we made this wave 4 first of all. In purple, went and completed the wave 5 in purple, went and completed the wave 4. So now this wave 4, we're going to update during trade setup. What do we expect to happen here? Can this make a zigzag like this and becomes a wave 4 and then a 5? That's what we're going to look at just now. Look at Audi US dollar as well. Now, if you look at Audi US dollar and you find this in real time updated every single day, look at Audi US dollar. So Audi US dollar, we expected that it was going to make a move down. It's going to make this corrective structure, and then it's going to make a move down. Now, let's have a look at that. This is on the 4 hour. Let me show you the detail. Now, you see that on the 4 hour, there isn't enough detail. So you don't know which wave you are in on here, if it's still going to have one more up, if it's going to have one more down. But on the 1 hour, that's where there is detail for that. So we put in more detail on the 1 hour, and that's what it will look like on the 1 hour. You see here on the 1 hour, you see now. Here, we are still in wave 3. We were looking for the wave 3 to complete. We want to pull back in wave 4. We want the wave 5 to complete. And then we're looking for this corrective structure. Now, this is exactly how that plays out. That is the power of wave analysis. If we go to Audi US dollar, let's open Audi US dollar. You'll see that is exactly how that plays out. Okay, so let's open it up. Audi US dollar. Now you'll see that all those moves have played out. Starting with the correction here on the wave 4. Let's just get it to load quickly. It's just so many data here, so much data here. Okay, so you see here, we've got this move here. We've got this move here that we forecasted. This was an update. We forecasted that this move was going to happen. It's going to complete that last wave. We're on the 4 hour here. It was going to complete this last wave, and it was going to make this wave, for this X wave here, the correction there. And now we're expecting that this wave 4 has completed, not the X wave has completed, and we're looking for it to come down. Is it going to come down like that? That's what we need to see. If we look in the 1 hour, this, the detail that I showed you on the trade setup itself, let's look in the 1 hour. All of those play out. Okay. So we look there. So that was your wave 4 there. That was your wave 4 coming down, making this move here in X wave. Are we going to keep Korean going down here? That's what we're going to do the update on. Right. Now, lastly, with this, you find, like I said, forecast not just for the next move. We forecast sometimes even 5, 6 moves ahead. Let's go back to the yen pairs and look at CAD JPY. You'll see we've got a trade setup again on CAD JPY, and that is all been coming from this. Let's go to the yen pair. Let's look at CAD yen. Right, CAD yen. You'll see that we don't just focus one move. Look at this. Go to your charts now and check how this played out. There was a move down. Anybody would have thought, okay, we're going down, we're selling this pair. But because we understand how the wave works, this has now made this move. This has now made this move. We are now about to make this move to the downside. So 1, 2, 3 moves have already started playing out. We are simply looking now for this one here to start coming down here. We are looking for this one to start coming down here. We've got a trade set up on CAD JPY. This may be a chart of the week in this coming week. So if it's a chart of the week, we're going to update it and you're going to find it in your emails if you have subscribed to the website. Let's just go to the live chat so you can see that CAD JPY and how exactly that has made a move. So that is CAD JPY. Look at that. So this is on the 1 hour. All those 3 moves that were forecasted. So the pair was here. We said it was going to make a move down. It was going to make a pullback. Now it's making a move down. Looks like we've got a corrective structure here. But our indicator is telling us not ready yet. Remember, we've got an indicators indicator that tells us whether our analysis is right or wrong. So that means most of the time we're going to get the analysis right, and we're going to stay out from the wrong ones. So we're still expecting that there may be a move back up to the blue box there, and then downside. Okay, so I'm going to update this one. If you subscribe to the website, you may find this one as chart of the week in your inbox. So that's what we're looking at. The cryptocurrencies as well. Those who like trading the cryptocurrencies, they're also here. Everything is here, all detailed. Now let's have a look at the cryptos, and I think that will be the last thing that we look at. Let's look at the cryptocurrencies and look what the update is there on the cryptocurrencies. We're going to look at Bitcoin, which is the most popular one, obviously. So we start the analysis from historical data. Weekly time frame, you can see the analysis on the weekly, very simple because there isn't so much data on the crypto, so makes the analysis very simple. Just like the indices are mostly pulsing, correcting, they're mostly on a pulse, and it's very easy to trade those. So we'll also be updating the indices in by the start of this trading session. They will all be updated. So that is Bitcoin weekly. You see what we're expecting there. On the weekly, we're expecting a move back to the previous highs there, and it possibly even break the all-time highs. But we're going to update that it does not go in a straight line. May do this here, come back down here one, but we only give one setup. When it changes and there's new confirmation for another setup, we're going to update. So for now, there's no change. The bias is the same. Yes, it may take a different path correctively. Doesn't make any difference. Now let's go to the lower time frame where the trades are on Bitcoin. You see the updates on Bitcoin, and you see how that has played out. Now look at Bitcoin, the pullback that is currently happening, that was all forecasted, that was going to happen in detail, pinpointed to the correction. See that we had that move here, so we said, okay, Bitcoin is going to make this move. We've already made this corrective structure here. We've made the first three waves in this degree, and this may even change the labeling here. We may have this one as a WXY. That means we're going to have a double correction on Bitcoin. So let's go to the Bitcoin structure. You'll see that is how that has played out. We've got that pullback. Now we'll be looking for a trade after that pullback. So this is Bitcoin. So I'm spending a bit of time here so you can see how this works. So this is a dream. If you are learning still learning the wave theory, and you want to trade it, you have everything detailed on this page when you subscribe to the website. So that is the pullback. That is how that has happened. So we only had this. Now we can see that we've made a three-wave move here. Now the labeling changes. This becomes a WX. Now we're just looking for this X to complete, and see that we're going to get one more down here and then upside. Now there are over 50 pairs that are being updated on a daily basis that you can find there. So all these pairs that we look at, you'll find them updated on a daily basis. All right, so I think now we can go into today's work. We've spent a bit of time on that, so I just wanted you to see how clear that is and how you can benefit from that. Now let's look at the website here. You can find the website if I go to my channel. If you go to my channel, you'll find all the details about the website and everything else there. Go to my channel. Let's just open it up. Right, so that is my channel there. If you go to any of the videos, you'll find detail there, but I think more information is on the website. That's where you'll find the website. Now you also can subscribe to any of these mobile social media platforms to find these updates. You can find it on Facebook as well as Twitter. It's there. Everything is updated there. So that's where you can find it. So the website itself, make sure that you type it right, because there are a lot of similar websites with a similar name here. But this is Elliott Wave Principle. That is the only one that is called that, obviously. So you can just click onto this one directly, and it will take you straight to the website. All right, good. Let's get started. Bitcoin. We've already just looked at this. We are looking at the detail for the current wave to the upside. We're looking at that as a trade setup. You see that we're looking at that as a pullback, and the break happened again. So let's carry on. Let's carry on, guys. Right, so it's all good now. Right, so that is Bitcoin. We're looking for a pullback. Let me show what we're expecting here. We're looking for this as a three-wave now. We're not gonna label it as ABC anymore. It doesn't qualify to be an ABC structure now. It is a double corrective structure now. So this is what it is here, corrective structure. Looking for another three-wave possibly, and that will give us this corrective structure, and we're gonna be looking for a setup to take it up. So if you want to ride Bitcoin, wait for this corrective structure to play out. It may go a little bit deeper, but what we'll be looking for is for continuation to the upside. Now, the rest of the cryptocurrencies have got a similar structure. I'm not going to go into the higher time frame analysis. Okay, I'm going to go into the higher time frame analysis. I'm just going to look at the lower degree here so you can see. So this is Bitcoin, and we look at Ethereum. Ethereum also has the same structure. We are simply looking for the three-wave pullback. This is a five-wave. There won't be any more interruptions now, it's sorted. Right, this is Ethereum. Ethereum, we're looking for a pullback as well. Just like we did at Bitcoin, the structure is similar. Let me show you the 1 hour structure. You can see the detailed 1 hour structure. This is the kind of setups that you'll find in the 1 hour time frame. You'll also find the weekly and the daily, so you can see where we're coming from with this analysis. So this is Ethereum, one wave down. Now let's just make this one thicker. One wave down, and we're looking for this one to correct and give us a structure like this. So this one is still an ABC structure. Okay, so whether it's gonna make a double doesn't really matter, but for now we've got enough data to tell us that this is gonna make one more down before pushing higher. Okay, so that is Ethereum. And Litecoin is similar as well. Look at Litecoin, we're looking for that pullback as well. As you can see, that is the forecast. We're looking for the correction here, a move down here, and then move to the upside. So Litecoin has made the first 5 waves. We're looking for a second wave, and then a move to the upside. That's what we're looking at. So if you want to ride Ethereum, wait for this corrective structure to play out and then take it to the upside. Okay, so that is Litecoin. And Ripple, simple. Ripple, simple here. We just need to get a pullback. It's all about the waiting game now. This correction starts with this spike. Starts with this spike. So this spike is part of the correction. So we've made a move down, we've made a move up. That's what this has done, almost making like a regular flat. Now you'll be looking for this one to come down here, make a regular flat. Whether it's gonna make a double doesn't really matter, but now this is our setup. This is what we're gonna update. Simple update there. Now we're looking for this one to come down here and possibly then resume from here if it does not make a double correction. That is a Ripple. Now let's go into the indices. You can see the cryptocurrencies are crystal clear. Let's go to the indices, starting with the S&P 500. S&P 500 has played out to the peep, inch perfect, the analysis that we've had for the last couple of days. Okay, now if you look at this red degree, the 3 waves red degree here, watch the last couple of videos. When the S&P 500 was still in this move here, we forecasted that it was going to turn here at the 332 level and make this wave 4. Now, the structure that you see on the S&P 500, this structure is not drawn in hindsight. There's a lot of people can label a chart or price that has already played, but that is not what we're looking for. What you're looking for is to be able to forecast what is on the right-hand side of the chart. What is on the right-hand side of the chart? Who knows what is going to happen here? Everybody, I can come here. It's very simple to come here and label, okay, this was a wave 1. But what does that help you if you didn't trade that wave 1? If you didn't trade that wave 1, you need to, I mean, it doesn't really help you that you know what it is. You can know that it is a wave 1, but you didn't benefit from it. So you need to be able to forecast what is on the right side of the chart. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for, this is a simple wave 1 and a pullback, and looking at the internal here like a nest, would like to call a nest, with a wave 2, and this one completing the wave 3, which we focused on. You see the wave 4 becomes a sharp correction, and then we are now going for our red wave 5. Remember, we are only going for our red wave 5. That means we are still going to have a yellow correction here on the S&P 500. We're still going to have a yellow correction on the S&P 500, and then we're going to complete the wave 5 in yellow. So that means the indices are still going to make a move to the upside. They're still bullish for a while. So there's no real big correction in the next coming sessions on the S&P 500 or the indices. We're still looking for more upside. If you see a pullback, a deep pullback like this will be a yellow wave 4, because this will be a 3. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in yellow, and then upside. Now, if you get this one, you can ride this one to the top. Now, it's not safe to ride this one. The indicator is telling us this is still going to push to the upside. We're still going to crawl to the upside here, but it is not safe to buy here after it has made such a big move. Right, let's go through the rest of the indices. The Dow. Now, the Dow, we're just looking for it to go to wave 5 as well. The structure is the same. It's wave 1. This one is a 2. So that one is not drawn correctly. The wave 1 is actually here, and the 2 is there. Then that's okay. Now you're looking at this one as a wave 1, and the 2 there, and then you've got the internal one in red. Same, exactly the same as the S&P 500. This one turned at equal legs, made a pullback in wave 4. Now we're looking for this one to keep crawling. Okay, the projected area for reversal may possibly be around the 1,618 here, but we'll update that one. I'll detail the right turning level. So Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq, still looking for the upside. Nasdaq also has the same structure. It's like a repeat, the same thing. Let's go to the 4-hour. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same structure. All tracking each other. Although the higher degree structure is different, but the current internal structure that is playing out is exactly the same. 1, 2 internally. We're looking for a 3 here, and then we're going to have a 4. This one has not played out a 4 as yet. We're still waiting for a 4 on this one. So this one is still lagging the other indices, like the S&P 500 and the Dow, because it has not made a wave 4 as yet internally. Then we'll be looking for that. So you can count this. It's 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to expect a bigger wave 4 and then upside. Okay, this actually was the wrong color here. This must actually be the red color, because that's the completion of that red degree. It completes there. Okay, it completes there. So you're looking for this correction to play out there. All right, so that is the Nasdaq. Right, from the Nasdaq, let's look at the UK 100. Now, the UK 100, most of you have not seen the higher degree structure on this. Let me show you what that structure looks like. This is on the 4-hour. I don't want to see this on the 4-hour. Let's take this off. Let's take this off on the 4-hour. I don't want to see it on the 4-hour. This is a weekly. I don't want to see it there. Let's take it off. I don't want to see this there either. Let's take it off there. Now this I do so you can have clean charts. That's why you see the charts on the site are clean. They are not cluttered. You're not going to find all these letters in one chart. They're all separated. It's one chart, but you'll find different. You're going to find that when you go down to the lower time frame, what's on the weekly you won't necessarily see in the 4-hour, or rather what's on the lower time frame you won't see in the higher degree, because that will just look like a mess. So we only want to see this one on the weekly. We don't want to see it on the 1-hour, and that is what the structure looks like. Let's look at the weekly now. Let's go to the weekly and see what the weekly looks like on the UK 100. The UK 100 on the weekly has got a very simple structure, and the structure is this. I did not label this one in detail because we can't see exactly where this is coming from, and we don't know what the structure is from the beginning here. But what we see here is that we had a move here, we've got a corrective structure here, and now we're looking for this one to complete this move here. There's obviously divergence there. Okay, so that means at some point we're going to get that corrective structure. We're going to get the correction, even if it is a pullback, not a reversal. We're going to get this pullback here. Okay, so that is the UK 100, and that's what the structure looks like. Currently, you see here on the weekly, it's showing upside. Now, when you go down here, this structure is not complete as yet. Still needs to make a move down and then upside. So this is the high time frame focused, and let's go to the 4-hour so you can see the detail. Okay, so you need to see the detail as well. So let's have a look on the 4-hour so you can see where we're going. You see now the detail on the 4-hour is that we're still expecting this one to make a move down here. Okay, we want this downside here. This pullback, only then will we wait for upside. Now on the weekly, because it's a it's concentrated, everything is concentrated and compressed, you only see that we want that upside to the high degree. It doesn't show you that, yes, we're still going for up, we're still looking for upside, but we need to come down first and then upside. So that is the overall direction that you see on the weekly. Now on the daily, on the lower time frame, or like on the 4 hour like now, this is what you see there. Now there's a possibility that here, we have this one as an impulse, 1, 2, 3 waves, makes one more up and then come down. But the idea is that we come back down here and then push higher. So we just need to see this. So this may even push lower from current levels. So let's watch it. Indicator will confirm for us if we've got a trade for the downside on the UK 100. The DAX as well, if you look on the weekly on the DAX, let's get a very clear structure. Let's go look at the weekly. Let's need to show the indices because I haven't really shown you these structures here on the DAX. Now the DAX on the weekly, we're looking for upside. So we're still looking for this one to crawl up here. Even if you get a corrective structure here, crawling for a wave 5 there. The structure is this move here, big correction. You're looking for this on the weekly, 1, 2. But you don't trade the weekly. We're still looking for the wave 3 on the weekly to complete. We're still going to have the 4, and then this is still going to continue to the upside. So long term, the indices are still going to make a move to the upside. Now let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, this is what it looks like. On the 4 hour, we're still looking for upside. As you can see, we're still going to crawl to the upside. It's crystal clear. From the weekly, you can see why you need to go to the upside. This is a move down, this is a pullback, this is a move down. This is a clear ABC structure. Textbook 3, 3, 5, flat correction, and then you push higher. Now, that is what's happening here. 1, 2, 3, continuation to the upside. This one keeps crawling to the upside, and you can see from the weekly, we want it to crawl to the upside. Okay, so that's the DAX. Okay, so the DAX is crawling to the upside, and the UK 100 we looked at to be coming down. So if you look at correlation, that means the UK 100 may make a slight move to the upside first, as we've indicated. So this UK 100 may make this move first, then pull back before upside. So you need to watch out for this. A similar structure as I've shown on CAD Yen. Right, so the Nifty, and the Nifty, the same. You see the pullback in 3 waves. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Now we're making a move, a pulsing move to the upside. Are we going to correct here and break the all-time highs here on the Nikkei? So that is the structure that you will be looking for. Look for an entry here and then upside. Okay, very clear structures, very easy structure on the Nikkei. Okay, still need to push to the upside for that wave 5. Now we're looking at this one as a 1, 2. We're looking to go to a 3 there, and that 3 is nowhere complete. That 3 is like this. Look at that 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, possible 5. Only then will we have 3 there and the 4 and the 5. So still a big move, big moves to the upside on the indices. No going to crash anytime soon. They're still gonna go up and up and up. As you can see, if we're looking on the weekly, and the weekly structure is still showing much more upside. Nifty. Nifty, simple pullback there in an expanding flat fashion. Made a pulsing move to the upside, correction here. We'll be looking for this one to push higher. Simple as that. Okay, now let's get into the US dollar pairs. Like I said, all these pairs, you can find them listed under the members area from the weekly to the daily down to the lowest time frame. Now, pound US dollar, let's start with the euro US dollar rather. Euro US dollar, let's show the daily structure. I think I've updated. I didn't show you what the email structure looks like. So this is the email structure that I will post if you've subscribed. If you've subscribed to the website, not subscribe, if you've signed into the website. I've sent this one here, and I think I've sent this, let me open the other one, on Euro Yen. Let's go back to Euro Yen. Let's go get Euro Yen there. Not Euro Yen, Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar. Let's look at Euro US dollar pairs. So this is what the email on Euro US dollar looked like. I was showing you detail on the SN, on the Euro US dollar pair here. Okay, this is a daily chart. This is a daily chart on Euro and what we're expecting. Now, if you look at this here, we're expecting Euro to at least break the low here and make a bounce here and make a bounce. Now we're looking at this simply as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a diagonal. When this one comes down, we should come back down with divergence on the RSI, and then we then get this move to the upside. That is the structure on the daily, and that's what we're looking for. Let's go back to Euro US dollar, and that is the structure that you're looking for. So now we need to know, how far will this go? We can see that we've got 1, 2 here internal, and we've got this. Let me switch off here. Let me switch off so you can see clearly. This is the last move that you see on Euro US dollar. So we're looking at this one as having made the 1, 2 here, and now we're making this nest here. That's 1, 2. Now we're looking at this one to be making, going for a 3 there, a 4 and a 5. That 4 and a 5 should complete the last move to the downside. Let's go there. So we still have quite some move to the downside on the euro before we reverse like that. Let's show the structure, see if the boundary. So that you'll see that there's a possibility that it even breaks below the lower boundary. Those trendline traders will be thinking it's breaking, it's retesting, and then they try to sell it here. They lose the money because this is actually going to be completing the structure. So we'll be looking for divergence between these 2 points, between waves 3 and 5, as it is a requirement for this to reverse. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for on Euro US dollar. We're still on a passing move to the downside, still going to pull back for a green 4. Still going to pull back for a green 4 there. It's going to be shallow retracement, something similar to this, but we're still looking for downside on Euro US dollar. Okay, right now, pound US dollar, we're looking at these corrective structures. You've seen that I have posted this update way before this current move has happened. Now we've got this move to the upside, correction here. We're looking for it to go to the upside. Okay, now that is pound US dollar, simple structure. I've shown this structure a number of times from the beginning of this year. So from the beginning of this year, we've had this. We bought this move here with the Brexit news, about 400 pips there, but we didn't trade this, or rather I didn't trade this, because I was expecting that after this, we were going to have a correction here, and after this correction, we're going to make a move to the upside. Why was I expecting a move to the upside after that? Because that is only wave 4 that I'm expecting there, or that is only the A move that I'm expecting. We've made 5 waves up, and I'm expecting a deeper correction. So the 5 waves up are coming in the form of an A wave, and now we're looking for a B here in blue, and then upside. Okay, is that move, is that corrective structure complete? It's not complete, and this is why I forecasted there on the website. I think it's all clear now. We can go to the site so you can see pound US dollar clearly. Let's go to the members area so you can see pound. You will find on US dollar pairs. So if you look at pound on the 4-hour, that is why we forecasted it. So why am I forecasting this on pound? It's clear. You can see the labeling. Even though I didn't identify the structure, I do the labeling for those that like to be complete. That is what you'll find on the website. So what I have done here is to first identify the structure, and I'm expecting this to be a 3-wave flat correction. After that flat correction, I'm expecting that it's going to be another 5-wave moves to the downside. Only after this will we expect that this B move, this B correction here would have completed, which is this, the same as this, is the same as A, B, and then to the upside. So that's why we focused that pound was going to make a bounce here. As you can see, we already have a trade here to the upside, okay, on pound. And that is what we're expecting there. Euro US dollar, we looked at US dollar CAD. Let's look at US dollar CAD. Now let's look at US dollar CAD, and you'll see the updates as well. I don't know if I've updated this one because I showed this one when this was about to make the wave 4. It made the wave 4, made a move to the upside, and now we're making this corrective structure. Let's see what the update looks like. I'm going to keep referring to you to the website so you can see exactly how this has been focused. On the 4-hour, you see there, it's clear. That was before you got the wave 4. You got the wave 5, okay? Now, after getting the wave 5, this actually should be sitting here. The C should be sitting there, and the X should be sitting here. That's why you're getting this pullback now. Getting this pullback to the upside. Now let's go to US dollar CAD. So you see that you've got now all your waves 5. This is what I was referring to. Your X has completed. Okay. Now this trade on US dollar CAD, we took it with the news from right here. from right here. This is where we took this one with the news. Okay, this was around the 21st of January. Let me see if I can find it on Slack quickly. If I can find it, we'll just leave it. Okay, let me just see here. Where's my Zoom screen? Right, so that is US dollar CAD. You can see all the waves have played out there. We're currently building the wave B. I don't believe that the B is complete as yet. Now, if you wanted to ride this to the downside for the last C, you need to wait for that to give you confirmation. Let me just switch this off. This one may do this. We've got a 3 up here. Might make a move to the downside here and do this. Now you're gonna have a very nice 1, 2, 3. Just remember, when you're trading this, you're trading against the trend. Has not confirmed downside as yet, but it looks like a very clear structure. Audi US dollar, you saw this under trade setups, and I showed you exactly what it looks like on the site. This CAD, this Audi US dollar. Now, Audi US dollar, let's show the labeling here. We're simply looking for this one to have now completed this X wave here, and we'll be looking for a downside here. So this X wave, this may not be the X. Let's just have a look at this. The W is a move up, it's a move down. This one is making a move here. So this looks a little bit corrective, so you may make a bit of a bounce to the upside and then downside for that wave Y. Now this wave Y is drawn a little bit shallow. This one should actually still come much lower than that. We will project the actual length for that. So I still think that this, as much as it's crawling down here, it may make a move like this and make a deeper corrective structure where the X will be this. Okay, but for now, let's just leave it. You watch and see if you've got a setup. But for now, you don't do anything. As much as you know that we are in a corrective structure, this corrective structure may be flat. Okay, so that is Audi US dollar, New Zealand US dollar. Let's have a look at New Zealand US dollar. New Zealand US dollar. So New Zealand US dollar has made the pullback in wave 4. It is making this scrolling down here like this. So this wave 4 may also be a flat correction, as I've indicated when we started with the trade setups, showing you how the website works. So this can be a wave 4. It may make a move to the downside, bounce back up, and make the last move in wave 5. Okay, so that is a New Zealand US dollar ZAR, just like US dollar CAD, they are correlated. This one has made a move to the upside. We're busy correcting with this one here. May make a 3-wave pullback, but we should see US dollar ZAR starting to pull back with a deeper move to give us this structure for further upside. So there's still more weakness on the ZAR against the US dollar. Pound, yen. Now pound yen, two things can still happen here. So we currently have this structure as a B, C here, but this is starting to play out correctively, so we may change the labeling there to a 3-wave structure. So for now, we still see that this is going to make a move to the upside. We didn't get the one down here, so watch this one to make this upside. But just be careful, this upside may not go higher than this. You may find a structure like this. We may get a move like that. Let's switch off. You may get a move like that before getting that move to the upside. So you see here, you've got one, you get a move here, that is 5 waves down. You can get a 5 waves down after this 3-wave correction here. It's 1, 2, 3, okay? Right, so that's what we'll be looking at here. Let's see how that plays out. So eventually this will be the whole corrective structure, and then we'll be looking for upside. Pound US dollar, sorry, US dollar yen. Now US dollar yen, look at the higher degree structure here on the 4-hour. Let's show the labeling there. If you look at the higher degree structure, we are looking, follow the white there. We're looking for US dollar yen to give us this structure, and this structure. So we want it to complete to the upside now. On the 4-hour, it looks like we are building this expanding flat. We're looking for one more to the upside. Now, what will that structure be? If you look at the lower degree, you see that you've got yellow A, B, C there. Okay, and then you've got another yellow A, B, C structure there. So we want this one to complete the purple. You've got the correction at A, B, C as well. So it's W, X, Y in white there to complete this structure on US dollar ZAR. We actually want to go and take the top here. Okay, so US dollar ZAR, we're making that corrective structure. Let's have a look at it on the 1-hour. Now, if you look on the 1-hour and look at that corrective structure, we may be getting a setup there for the upside. You see that this is the update on the yen pair. So we're looking at this one to be corrective structure and then upside. Let's look at the, let's see if this is ready to go to the upside. Okay, looks like we are. Yes, we are actually ready to go to the upside. We are ready to go to the upside. We've got a three-wave correction. We've got an impulsive move. We've got a correction there. And then it looks like we're about to do this. Okay, so that may be a nice trade setup for the coming week. Okay, so that is US dollar yen. Euro is already our trade setup. It's just coming down. We already sold this one from the top here, as you saw. I've posted this on emails of those that have subscribed to the site. So this was another update during the daily webinars. We explained that this was gonna be a continuation pattern to the downside. So this is another one. This one may be tricky because you may get this one here and get a deeper one before coming down. But otherwise, we're just selling euro to the downside, and you saw the target in the beginning. Just need to get one trend line off there. So remember, just make a note, when you see a lot of trend lines on my charts, I'm not trading trend lines, I'm just identifying the structures and just channeling there. I'm just really channeling, not trading this. This tells me when the structure is complete and when we are into the new structure. So like, for example, here, we are in the corrective structure here. We are out of this one. So this is just channeling this. I don't use this for trading. I don't use the channels for trend lines for trading, where I'm going to say this is broken and now I'm going to sell it. Although for this specific case, trend line traders would have found this one, would have been profitable on this one, because this one has played out exactly as support and resistance traders trade. It has broken the trend line. It has retested, as they call it, and it is now making a move to the downside. Okay, but we see waves. I don't see trend lines. I don't see support or resistance. I see structures. Okay, so that's euro yen chief JPY. You saw the trade there. You saw the trade on the update. So this was the first setup here. The entry, the pinpointed entry was this one here with a stop loss here. Based on our strategy, made a pullback here in 3 waves, and now we're still continuing lower. We're just gonna keep selling this one down like that. Okay, so this one on the website was updated on the site as well. Right, Audi yen, right, Audi yen, looking for more downside. We've made a pull back here. This one may make correction here and make a move to the downside here. We've got a trade set up on CAD yen for downside, so we're gonna have to see if this one is gonna confirm that downside. But this corrective structure is still not ready yet. May make a move up here before coming down. That is Audi yen, New Zealand. Very clear structure. New Zealand, we're looking for it to start coming down after making this wave 4 here in yellow. We've now made this. You may get a 3-wave pullback here as we see the V pattern there, and then it can start making a move to the downside. Okay, so all these have been updated on the site, so those who have subscribed can see them clearly there. Now, this is the trade setup on CAD yen. The trade setup on CAD yen, as I indicated, the indicator is not, as much as the structure is showing that we've got a A, we've got a B, this C is a little bit short, but it looks like we've got a setup for downside there, but the indicator is telling us it's not ready to go down as yet. So, and the strategy is not confirmed, this has not confirmed this for downside. We may get this one and then upside into the blue box. If it starts moving up to the blue box, I'll be looking to sell it there. Okay, let me just have another second look on this one. So this is what it looked like. We forecasted when it was still here that it was going to make a move up, it was going to make a move down. So let's see if this is going to confirm, and we're going to make a move to the downside. So this will be updated. This will be the trade setup. You'll get it on your emails if it confirms. Silver. Now silver, we're looking for this structure here. This whole thing here is a correction on the 1 hour. So on silver, we're looking for this one to make this one here now. It's a pulsing move there, it's a 3-way move here. We're looking for this one to make one more up, tag here, come back down here. So we're basically looking for 1, 2, 3 there, and another 1, 2, 3 in X degree, 1, 2, let's show it clearly, 1, 2, 3 in Y, so the X. I'm going to show the structure. So we've got the first 3 waves down, W. This is 1, 2, 3, W, 1, 2, 3, X. Then we'll be looking for the last Y before we get a move to the upside on silver. So that's WXY. Okay, WXY structure. You can go into the details of labeling and so forth. So for now, look for a short move here. It's confirming that we're going to have a small move to the upside, at least to take this level here and then downside. Now gold is a lot clearer. Look at gold. Gold is a lot clearer there. We've got 3-wave move to the upside here. 3 waves up, we've got 3 waves back. Now we're starting with this 3-wave move to the upside. So this one starts to crawl for that last wave Y. Okay, so let's have a look at how this one is going to play out. My projection is a little bit overextended. It should actually come to the start of the blue box here. We'll be looking for this to come down here. That was too long. The projection should be here. That's where the blue box should be. Blue box on gold. That's where we're expecting that move. Let's project there. So we'll be looking for this one to start playing out there. That is the blue box area. So let's see what happens there. Crawl up here and then make a move to the downside and then upside. Right, so that is gold. Now let's look at the pound pairs. Let's run through the pound pairs. Did we look at all the yen pairs? I think we did. We looked at all the yen pairs. New Zealand we looked at. Excuse me, CAD we looked at now. We're looking at the pound pairs. Let's look at the pound pairs. Now looking at the pound pairs, looks like there's still more upside on pound chief. Pound chief is making this structure, 1, 2, it's making the C wave here, and that C wave has got 3 waves and needs to make another one to complete that structure. So that's what you're looking for. Continuation to the upside on pound chief. Pound Audi. Pound Audi, as much as you can see there is a move to the downside. This needs to make a slight move to the upside here. Needs to make a move to the upside first before coming down. We need to get this move. We are looking for this one to make this move and then downside. It's not going to just come down like that. It's going to make 1, 2, 3 and then downside. It's just clear, make it clear. It's a pulsing move. It's a 3-wave move. That is not complete. Then we get that to complete. We get a setup for downside and then we get a structure. That is pound Audi. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand the same as well. Needs one more up to complete the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 part of this flat correction. 1, 2, 3, 3 waves there. We need to complete the 3 waves there and then downside as well. Okay. Now, actually, this one, let's just have a look here. This is the wave 4. Sorry, this is the wave 4. Now, the wave 5, we still need to get this one to complete wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was wrong there. Right. So this is the 5th wave. Break the previous high and then started making a pull back here and then continuation to the upside. So we're still bullish. The downside will be a pullback. Pound CAD. Pound CAD, looking for upside correction here. You're looking for upside for the next coming week. Let's just have a look here. Still upside. Definitely upside on pound CAD. This is the setup. Just needs to confirm and then upside. That is pound CAD, euro pound. Should be looking downside. This is the 3-wave pullback on US dollar, on euro pound. We're looking at the euro pairs now. We're looking for this one. This is a setup. This is a trade setup. Let's just see how far this one is going to go. You can take this one at market open on Monday. That is tomorrow. It's late. It's actually late. Trade should have been taken here. Okay. But if you get another setup here, especially here, if you get another setup here, then you can start trading this one to the downside. Just have a look on the weekly, how far this needs to go, and look at the stock and the RSI. This one can still move down to this level. Can just break here. Remember the structure is this here. Let's switch off here. The structure here is this one. We've made a pulsing move down. 1, 2, 3. Now this one needs to come down here. While the pound pairs are finishing their upside moves, this one will be finishing its downside move. So selling this one may be very risky here because the pound pairs are about to complete their upside moves, and this is gonna make a move to the upside. And this is on the daily. That means a big fall on the pound pairs. Big fall in the pound pairs in the next coming sessions, in the next coming trading days. So let's watch out for these reversals here after this one breaks this low. So we'll expect the pound pairs to start making the reversals there. Let's put this one down there. Right. That is euro pound. Let's run through the rest of the euro pairs. Now this one, let's check it on the side what it looks like on the weekly. Let's look at the euro pairs. Euro pairs, and then we look at euro chief on the weekly. So on the weekly, Euro Chief looks like it's about to give us a pullback. It's simple 3 waves to the upside if you just follow the blue. 1, 2, 3. And it's simple 3 waves back if you just follow the blue. 1, 2, 3. Now this blue, this one here, looks a little bit smaller than this one. So that means it may be the lower degree of this structure. Let's get this one off. So this may be just the lower degree of this big move. That means if that is the lower degree, what we would expect here is another 3-wave move, pullback, a bigger one. So if that is the case, then we're going to have this one starting to pull back at current levels. See, I didn't make a forecast here, but this is the end of this move, and we'll be expecting reversal, signs of reversal here, even if that reversal is a big 3-wave pullback. Okay, so it's 3 up, 3 back, and then we'll be looking for a pullback there. That is on the weekly. Let's go to the smaller time frame. Daily, we are in the blue box. So from the blue box, we'll be expecting a bounce. How does that blue box come about? Let's take off some of this first there. Clean it up a bit. Clean it up there. Clean it up there. Clean it up. All right. This is what we have now. We are looking at this as a 3-wave move that's supposed to end here in the blue box. So we'll be expecting to start seeing indications of reversal, especially in the lower time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour and see if we get any indication of reversal. On the daily, no signs of reversal as yet. On the 4-hour, let's have a look. 4-hour. On the 4-hour on Euro Chief. We're back on. So we want to see signs of reversal on Euro Chief around current levels. Let's put it down here, let's put it on auto so we can see the chart clearly. This move to the upside doesn't mean anything as yet, guys. And I did mention last couple of weeks that we're going to start seeing this one. When you saw this structure here, that we're going to see this one as a correction. It's going to make a move down, comes down with divergence. Let's check if we've got divergence on the RSI. We don't really have divergence on the RSI, so there's no confirmation that that reversal is going to happen at that stage. So it may still make slight moves to the downside and then a reversal, but we're going to watch what happens there. As it is now, the continuation to the downside is still on, and the blue box does not seem to be supporting a reversal at this stage. So we still have to keep watching this one here for more confirmation to the downside. We're still continuing lower as far as the structure is concerned here. No changes as yet, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to be waiting for that reversal to see if it comes there on Euro Chief. All right, that's Euro Chief. Let's look at the rest of the year, Euro pairs. Then we look at the crosses. Euro New Zealand. Let's look at Euro New Zealand. There is Euro New Zealand. That is Euro Chief. We looked at Euro Chief. Look out for signs of reversal, but as I said, the indicator is showing us continuation to the downside. So this is going to continue lower. Euro New Zealand. Looking at Euro New Zealand. Switch that off there. Euro New Zealand. Also not confirming. We looked at this one to be making a wave, a first wave here and then upside. I was looking for a corrective structure here, but it looks like it has only made a 1, 2, 3 wave move here, an ABC pullback. ABC pullback. So obviously we missed that because we're expecting that to be only a correction. Okay, but you can still ride this one if you get a corrective structure here, a decent corrective structure that is confirmed by the indicator for downside. Simple 3-wave pullback and then upside. And this 3-wave pullback is not this here. That is not the 3-wave pullback. The 3-wave pullback is this impulse, is this correction, and then this pulsing move to the upside. That is Euro New Zealand. Euro Audi, we already looked at that. Did we look at Euro Audi? Usually follows Euro New Zealand structure, so also looking downside. Has also made a 3-wave pullback, which we thought it was going to go all the way as well. So that is only a 3-wave pullback, so that means the trend to the downside still continues. So we're going to look for entries here to at least take it down back to this level. That is Euro Audi. Euro CAD. EuroCAD also 3-wave pullback and then downside. I showed you this structure exactly how this was going to play out. This complex correction here, if you look at the previous videos, you'll see that we looked at that to making a 3-wave pullback and then downside like that. Okay, so we're looking for this corrective structure and then downside. That is EuroCAD. Let's look at the cross pairs. So the cross pairs, Audi Chief, this is looking corrective. We've made a move, pulsing move down here, so there's a likelihood that this one crawls up here, comes back down for this structure, makes a corrective structure like this, and continue lower. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at on Audi Chief. Audi Chief, we must be coming down. Not confirmed on the indicator though, but structurally also not confirmed. We want to at least indicate this. This is not a trade. The trade may be this one, and the bigger one will be this one after this 3-wave structure on Audi Chief. Audi New Zealand, we've got a detailed analysis on this one on the cross pairs, the website. These cross pairs are also on the website, updated every day. So even if these are not one of the most traded pairs, but they are available there. So this is a move up, 3 waves, pulsing move. You're looking for continuation to the downside. Now, how do you handle this one? So this one is a very nice trade setup. Another trade of the week. I'm not going to post all these trade of the weeks. This is for trade setups for the members in the group, but there's a number of trade setups that you're going to find. So the tricky part here is to identify the trigger, because you can find that you're trading this flag, it does this, you sell, and then it does this. So you need to know when to sell it. The indicator will tell you exactly when that is ready and when you can pull the trigger. You don't even have to think about it. You just look for 3 things. We call it the 3-point strategy. 1, 2, 3, it's the structure, the Elliott Wave theory that we confirm. Okay, and then the indicator, number 1, indicator, number 2, they confirm each other, and then you've got a trade. So the first thing is wave theory. Structure, you cannot go and use the indicator alone. If you use it alone, even if you get hold of the indicator, if you use it alone, you won't get the trades right because it's going to be lagging. Okay, so when you use it with a structure, it is leading because we don't first look at the indicator. We first look at the structure, then we check, is the indicator agreeing? If it agrees, then we can take the trade. So that is the power of this strategy. Okay, as it is now, no confirmation. CAD Chief, we're starting to make a move to the upside. Look for a pullback. Look for a pullback here. If this is gonna make a move to the upside. And go look at the previous 3 weeks videos. I showed you the weekly view on this. Let's go to the daily view on this one. I showed you the daily view on this one that we needed this to make a move down here. When we were still here, showed that this one needed to make a move to at least come. I wanted it to take the low here, even if it doesn't now. So it may still come in and make this and break this low here and make a move to the upside. But if you get a confirmation for upside here, that means that move has ended, and then you're going to be looking for it to go to the upside. All right, so that is a CAD Chief. Audi CAD. Audi CAD. Looking for this to be making this 3 up, 3 back. Even if this comes, takes the low here, we must be expecting a bounce to the upside. Then we're going to be looking for this move to the downside. That is Audi CAD, New Zealand CAD. We're looking for this one to come down here. It has made a 3-wave move to the downside. It looks like this one is going to be a diagonal. And after that diagonal, because this is now so sharp, we'll expect it to make a double. A, B, C. Okay, so we'll expect it to make a double. Not double like that, it's going to be a double XY. It's going to be a double structure like this, WXY, XY. So we'll be looking for that. And then upside. Okay, so that is CAD, New Zealand CAD. New Zealand Chief, looking for continuation to the downside after that 3-wave pullback. Take the low here, then we're going to start seeing another correction here for further downside. I don't think it's going to bounce from here. Don't think it's going to bounce and make a structure because this is a straight line. It has made a 3-wave pullback, expanding a regular, rather a zigzag, and then it's coming down with a sharp impulse. And lastly, oil. If you look at oil here, we've got a detailed analysis on this on oil on the weekly. If you want to see where oil comes from, the structure for oil, what we're analyzing, and why we're getting it right is because the weekly is spot on. This is the clutter that I was talking about. Let's look at this on the full screen. I think we can see it clearly on the full screen. So this is oil, a little bit too detailed for one time frame. And this is what we're looking for here on oil. We're looking for this to make one more down here and then a bounce. Simple as that. That's what we're looking at on oil. Okay, that is all I had for you for this week. Check out our website. Please don't forget to like and subscribe onto this channel so you can get a notification next time I post a video. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the week. Trade responsibly. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.